Wherever you are in the world watching us, this is Sports Tonight. We're broadcasting live from Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. Thanks for joining in. I'm Austin Okonakwa, and it's still an exciting, action-packed world of sports. What are you not talking about? The 2017 AFCON qualifiers still giving us reasons to talk sports. Nigeria will not be part of the event, but over the weekend we saw some sort of football that has given Nigerian football fans a gleam of hope that things will be better again for the country's football. We'll talk about that one tonight on the show. We'll also continue our countdown to the 2016 Paralympic Games. What else should we talk about on the show tonight? We will give you updates from Scrabble, table tennis, match day 34 of the Nigeria Professional Football League, and the US Open. Who is following that competition? Major upset. Rafael Nadal has crashed out in round 4. Round 4. Lucas Poyle was more than confident when he took on the former champion and then sent him back home. Also on the show tonight, we'll talk about the Okpekpe road race. We'll also talk about developing athletics in Nigeria. Who is talking to us? Stay with us. We'll tell you all of this and so much to come tonight on the program. And Uganda is in the news. Uganda, what's going on with Uganda and qualifying for the 2017 African Cup of Nations? This is the show to watch. This is the place to be. Do you love sports? Let's get you talking. You can be part of the program tonight on the program. There's so much to talk about on Twitter. We're channels_sports, Facebook channels like Sports. You can also send us an email to sportstonight@channelstv.com. What you want to talk about, make use of the hashtag of whatever you want to talk about on the program tonight, and we will do all we can to read your comments. Just to also let you know that all our top stories can be viewed on our website. It's channelstv.com and on YouTube/channelsweb. If you're on the go, you can download the Channels TV app for your iPad, iPhone, BlackBerry, your iOS, your Windows, and of course, your Android phones. m.channelstv.com. It works like magic. Click on it, download it, and just like that, you will take the world at the palm of your hands and keep up with this racy, pacey, exciting world of sports. Let's bring the guys that will be talking with us tonight on the program. So much fun. Be part of it. Close to me, Toby Adepoju. Toby, good to have you on the show.
Yeah, it is my pleasure, Austin.
Toby, you've been going everywhere, following.
Yeah, and also good to be beside you.
Oh, good to have you around, Toby.
You're just coming.
No, I've been around. And of course, Onyewuchi Wachuku is also with us. Good to have you around. Parables for us today after seeing the Super Eagles win their first game with Roy in charge.
Not much parables, Austin. These are not a period for parables because Nigerians are eagerly, looking forward to playing at the next World Cup. But for me, Austin, I think the story is about Uganda.
That's right.
38 years since 1978. When you look at the kind of the caliber of countries that are already through to the next Nations Cup, you begin to wonder, how did we get it wrong? Guinea-Bissau, not only qualifying, but they became top of their group. Uganda, Zimbabwe. We look at ourselves and we begin to wonder, how do we begin to reinvent Nigerian football? So for me, so much sober reflection, so much food for thought.
I agree.
We must get it right. And it should start with the World Cup qualifiers, Austin.
I totally agree with you, Chiwachiko. So that's it. Only just setting the tone for us. Some people will be excited, others will look back and say, where did we get it wrong with our football? And some others will say, not just our football, sports in general, because we've been asking questions after the 2016 Rio Olympics. I'm smiling now. That's because we're almost there for the 2016 Paralympic Games. 2 more days to go. Team Nigeria are already on ground in Rio. Our athletes are looking good. To walk you through some pictures. You see them when they were in Abuja, when they left, stopped in Dubai, got refreshed and continued their final journey to Rio. So that's the confirmation. 2 more days to go. The 2016 Paralympic Games will promote values such as passion, determination, and of course love and inclusion. That's what it's all about. Special athletes will come out and showcase their talents at the Paralympic Games. And I want to walk you through those pictures of Team Nigeria, very heartwarming pictures. You get to see them. Hannah Babalola, Esther Onyema, Ahmed Koleosho. That's them with the minister during the briefing before they left Abuja. The Paralympians were very excited. 23 of them will represent Nigeria in para, table tennis, athletics, and powerlifting. They were so fired fired up. They are excited. They want to represent the country. And as you look at these pictures, you have nothing but love. Anna Babalola there with Esther Onyema. Look, these are ladies that have felt the power of sports and since then their lives got transformed.
Yeah, I totally agree, Austin. You see, these special people have always put smiles on our faces. You know, every Paralympic Games, they go out there and get, medals. They put Nigeria in the world map positively. And we are not expecting, though there could be some issues about preparation, but you see, the motivation for these people is that, just like you said, they want to change their situation.
That's right.
You know, the values that, they show to other people in the category, that if you believe in what you are doing, you can, there's ability and disability.
That's right.
And going to the Paralympic Games is like a dream come true for so many of them. Yeah. The last Paralympic Games, if you remember, there were certain Paralympians that got married after the Paralympic Games. So these are the kind of stories, emotional stories that comes with the Paralympic Games. We can only wish these people the best of luck at the Paralympic Games.
I totally agree. So, heartwarming pictures there before they left for Rio in Abuja. Hannah Babalola and the Honorable Minister for Youth and Sports, Solomon Dalong. And then we also showed you pictures of them in their aircraft. And then when they also touched down in Rio. They are in Rio right now, getting ready for their events to get started. It's 2 more days to go. Toby, the Paralympic Games gives us so much reasons to talk. As we try to transform sports in our country, these are the people we should also look at to include them into the plans.
Yeah, very, very important. They are special people, and then for the fact that they've done well for this country in the previous Olympics, in previous event, they've always go out there, show their ability, show passion, show love, and ensure that we get medals, we get success, recorded at this level of sport. I mean, like you said, it is very, very important also that we key into this idea also. It's all about, talking about developing other sports. We should also key in developing sport, from this angle also. And like you said, Anna Babalola, a fantastic athlete. They've got quality, they've got ability. I mean, they've got passion to represent this country, and they always want to go and give something what Nigerians will smile about. So it is very, very important that, we make sure that we develop sport, give these people the best of structure, the best of facility, so they can also improve their game. I mean, they will be happy competing with one of the best, in such category all over the world. And I trust them. They will go there. They will show what they've got in there. I mean, they will represent Nigeria well. But it's very key for us also to give them a lot of support after this tournament and also going forward for us.
I totally agree with you, and that's it. We are looking forward to the 2016 Paralympic Games, but the 2016 Olympic Games in Rio has been concluded. Team Nigeria, you know the story. We got just 1 bronze medal in football, a lot of lessons. In fact, the Sports Reforms Committee, they immediately submitted a report of all the findings they've been having as regards ways we can develop sports in Nigeria. The Ministry of Youth and Sports, they looked at it and they said, look, we're entering into a state of emergency. After the Olympics, we spoke to Sheye Ogunlewe, we've spoken to Toby Amuson, we've spoken to Olumide triple jumper Olamigoke. We've also been hearing from a lot of administrators, and everyone is saying we need to start getting ready for Tokyo 2020. Tonight, Marion Yali, she is a champion in any way you want to define her. She's been there, done that. She's saying enough of the talk, let's act now.
Yeah, I think she was spot on. I saw the interview, shortly before we came on there, and Mary has always been saying that, but I think the authorities have not been listening. The difference is that there are so many panels, recommendations, Austin. In fact, the immediate past DG of the National Sports Commission, Patrick Ekej, was advising the government not to venture probing, that they should just go back to the recommendation of a past panel that was set up after the Olympic Games in 2012. So we have the blueprints. It's just the will, the zeal to implement them. When you talk about in terms of the expertise too, we have the people, the right people. But the question is, do you allow the right people, to get in there and deliver us from, this situation that we have found ourselves? Those are the critical questions. So in terms of, I was not really excited about this panel. To be fair to the Honorable Minister, it's good you set up a panel, declare state of emergency, but you must show the will. And he said that last week.
Of course, also
that
policies.
he will implement this time around. They will implement the recommendation. So if he does that, then I think we'll be on the right path.
I totally agree. It's about policy. Having a policy that will guide you. It's not just putting it down. As he said, implementation.
Yeah, implementation is key. You know, after every 4 years, even in football, we go back and say we'll go back to the drawing board. We can always identify the problems, but solving it has been a major problem. And implementation is very key. Yes, we have a reform report. Like Oye said, it is agreeing the fact that people should not get probed. I don't think probing people will distract us from doing the right thing. Probing people will also, you know, serve as lesson to other people coming into this, you know, into this new regime, to also realize that most of this cash is meant to develop sport, not to divert it to something else. So, in as much as we want to wave our eyes off all that happened in Brazil, which also, so people should get punished for this. But apart from that, implementation is key. We have the blueprint, like Onya said. How do we implement this? We should stop talking. We need to start working. It is very, very key. And for the sport minister, he has got a lot of big job on his hands. We need to implement this, and then we can say we can start competing on all the front in sport.
Totally agree with you. Marion Yali said we should stop talking. Toby Adegbonji also say stop talking. So let's just listen to Marion Yali. She's telling us this is the time to act. Sports Tonight on Channels TV. Don't go anywhere. Stay.
We have all heard how sad and depressed the nation was after 2012 Olympics, and then continued on to 2016. Thanks for our golden bronze. We need to stop living on the glories of Atlanta 96, which I was a member of. If at now, after 20 years of what I did, flying the green, white, green flag high, we have not had another opportunity to get excited like we did in 96, then we are all sleeping. It's time we wake up.
Minister of Sports, over to you guys. Marion Yali says we shouldn't sleep anymore. It's time to wake up. It's time to walk the talk. It's time to act. Enough of the talks. Enough of putting down words into papers. Let's start implementing. Let's start making things happen. 2020. Close and open your eyes. It will be here again, because we did the same thing after the London 2012 Olympics. 2020 is coming now. Countries that are ready to shine at that event, they have been working even before this Olympics in Rio. So it's really important that we take Marion Yali very serious and we start, you know, working. Let's talk about the Okpekpe road race now in Uchiwachko. It keeps getting better. Now it has been cleared for a whole lot of reasons. But again, these are signals that we need to do more to take it to that level where it should be.
Yeah, it's already a bronze label event, and from what we gathered, it could be a silver label event by next edition. And the good story, Austin, is that no athlete tested positive, you know, for drug tests at the last event in May. What it meant is that you know, everybody that won anything there did it, you know, on merit, and they deservedly got whatever they achieved. And I think it can only get better.
Yeah.
I read the story, you know, from the spokesman of the Okpekpe road race, you know, full of positives, you know, full of even the report they sent to the IWF, you know, with a lot of commendation. We just hope by the next edition it will get to silver label, and from there, who knows, it could get to the gold label. And it's only one of the few races in Africa. I think about 2 or 3 races in Africa that has reached this level.
That's right.
And another thing is that we want our athletes to begin to key into, you know, the positives, begin to draw inspiration from the East Africans that have always been here to, you know, cut away the juicy prices.
I totally agree with you. It brings elite athletes to Okpekpe, and then they compete and keeps getting better. We'll go on a quick break now. When we come back, still on the menu for this first part, Scrabble and table tennis. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Stay.